Okay, welcome back and well done, everyone. And this is really the final thing we need to talk about is wrapping up this course and talk about what's going on in the final exam. But before we go in all the stressful and boring stuff, I really want to congratulate you and well done for sticking around for all the these 5 weeks. It's really not easy. I want you to just give yourself a pat on the back. It's a well-deserved studying process. So well done in doing that. And I know for a lot of you, this is one of your first physics course that you study, maybe your first uni physics course, or at least your first one in a while. So for those of you as well, this is a great achievement for even sticking around so far through the course. It is not easy, definitely, not the least that this is a summer session, which goes really fast. Tackling a physics course during a summer session, really amazing achievement. And also during these difficult times of remote studying, everyone's crammed at home and you need to find the space, find the time, find the effort, find the energy to study, find your whole mindset in it. It's not easy. So well done. Okay, so before I wrap up further with that, let me talk about a couple of things first. And so everyone will know what to expect. And I want to give you a couple of tips as well. So first, I want to summarize you can take some notes of this, the format of the exam. So everyone will know exactly what to expect. There's very little stress and we can just focus on the studying and the material. And I'll talk about what we'll do, what is the rules for the cheat sheet. And I really don't want to call it a cheat sheet. I really want to call it a self-made formula sheet. And I'll explain that in a second a little bit more. Okay. And finally, I'll give you a few tips on how to study, or at least my take on what would be a good idea to prepare for this course before I wrap up the whole thing. Okay, so this is what we'll talk about for this video. Maybe I'll actually split them up, but so you can refer to them more easily. Okay, so format of the exam, 2 things. One is the paper, the format of the exam paper, and the format of the proctoring. And let's start with the easy part, but actually they're both easy. Almost identical to topic tests. Okay, let me start with proctoring. So identical to topic tests. So for a majority of you, you're taking it exactly at the same time in the discussion sessions. What you need is Zoom. You need to turn on your camera. You need to turn on a screen share. You are only allowed with one primary electronic device, which for most of it is a computer. So I know in the start of the course, there is issues with screen sharing. That's good to get that out of the way. Now you've done that a dozen times. You're expert in this. So it's really just repeating, nothing new. And that is kind of how I want to design the courses. Everything sort of just prepares you, how the homework will prepare you for the test will prepare you for the exam. And you've done this before, nothing new, so don't worry about it. Turn on camera, the screen share and audio, okay? So 3 things, make sure these are on. So one primary device, no iPads, no extra tablets, or just the computer screen. And if you have dual screens or multiple screens, only one screen should be allowed. There's difficulty on how we actually check and enforce that, but understand that these are the rules. If there is any suspicion or anything that we caught, hopefully it never gets there. I never like to talk about these stuff, but just in case, just to get the rules out there to clarify any violations of the rules. If you're caught looking at the internet, extra textbook stuff. Anything that is not authorized, that is an academic offense, will be passed on to Academic Integrity Office to deal with that. Okay, it will also result in the course being immediate fail, whatever you achieve so far. So don't throw that away. Just do the studying. You want to understand it. This also, hopefully, this prepares you for 3B and 3C as well. You cannot cheat your way through life. I don't want to talk about all the negative stuff, but just understand all the rules there. Okay. So right, proctoring. So have all those ready, and we are working on whether it's going to be the same as the discussion session link, or whether we will give you a separate link for the whole class to do it. Just checking with the TAs and see what is the best resource of that. So I'll confirm that later. So I'll confirm the link later. Okay, and you will just keep an eye on Slack or emails that would be there. Okay, so for the test paper, the main thing in terms of allowed materials, the main thing is it's closed book, the main difference. Okay. So that means no any resources except you will have, and also, so you will have the self-made formula sheet. And you can look at the rules on that video or on that web page, the instruction documents, I should say. Yeah, so this is the main difference from topic tests. Okay, so no looking at textbooks, but you will have formula sheet with 2 pages. So one sheet of paper front and back, so 2 pages. We'll talk more about that in a second. But everything else is the same. So the format. So the format will be you will have short answer questions and open response questions. So the best way to think about it is roughly like 3 to 4 topic tests. Haven't decided whether it's exactly that 3 or 4 yet, but the idea is it will be 1 hour and 20 minutes. So let me say 80 minutes plus 10 minutes upload. Okay, so probably a little bit longer if I can actually find a pen that have enough ink. A little bit, just a little bit more upload time because there's probably more pages to flip through and take pictures, etc. So all that process is roughly the same, right? So you will roughly get 6 to 8 short answer questions and roughly 3 to 4 open response questions. Might be rough. Maybe I haven't decided exactly what are the problems yet, but sort of that is the range. Again, this might change, but roughly it might be 4 open response and 6 short answer questions, something like that. But just treat it as 3 to 4 topic tests basically glued together. A topic test, the duration for it is supposed to be 20 minutes. So 20 minutes, which means if you divide that, 20 minutes test and 5 minutes upload, right? So ignoring the upload time, it's a 20-minute test essentially. So you can see that the time basically tells you it's roughly around 4 topic tests, okay? Yeah, so that is sort of what to expect. What else? Allowed materials really is just formula sheet, and everything else is the same, like scientific calculator, no graphing calculator. Your TA, whoever proctoring you, might occasionally ask you to show, we'll do spot checks, show your calculator on the screen, what you're using. You have to share your screen. The formula sheet can be soft copy, hard copy. If you're hard copy, we might ask you to check it, just display it on the screen. If it's soft copy, you have to, or you have to pass that on the screen share so you can, it is displayed either side by side or between different browsers. But we need to see what's on your screen, right? No internet access, nothing, right? Okay, so basic format. I think the key takeaway is remember the difference and remember sort of the philosophy is that. Okay. All right. So I'll go and tell you about the formula sheet rules as well.